Hello, I'm Keith Deschler. I'm the Libertarian candidate for Congress in the 1st Congressional District, which is basically southeast Wisconsin. And what I'm going to briefly talk about today is the problem of the national debt. Now, we have a yearly deficit that we have been accumulating now for at least the last 15 years or so, since we had the last balanced budget under the Clinton years. And we are doing deficits at the rate of $1.5 trillion a year. But our current national debt is more like 10 times that amount. It's about $16 trillion. But that's not all. We have another 100 trillion that the Solicitor General has estimated that we have to pay in what is called unfunded liabilities. That is, all the people of future generations who will be going on Social Security and Medicare, if those programs are not changed, if they're basically left the way they are right now, with the retirement age the way it is, and the benefit levels that we currently have set, we're talking about $100 trillion that we are going to have to come up with tax revenue and or spending cuts to compensate for, to pay for all these people on these programs. And it basically shows us that these programs are not sustainable. We have to make some substantial changes in those programs in reducing them and phasing them out for younger Americans so that they can do their own retirement planning and pay for their own retirement instead of having it go through Social Security and Medicare. And we will never even get the interest paid that we owe on the debt. I mean, basically the budget by about 2040 or 2050 is going to be basically interest payments on the debt and Social Security and Medicare. That's going to be it. No defense, no Justice Department, nothing else. So what we're going to have to do immediately is balance the budget in 1 year. And that can be done. Our presidential candidate, Gary Johnson, has proposed doing that in the first year. And he comes up with concrete, doable budget cuts that are not going to totally savage us. They're not going to throw Granny out on the street. They're not going to throw little children out to fend for themselves. And we can begin to pay off that national debt. If we continue to run $200, $300 billion surpluses every year, we can pay off half of that debt by the year 2040, which is the year that our current Congressman Paul Ryan says he's going to finally balance the budget by. 28 years more of deficit spending. We cannot afford to do that. So I am proposing something much more sensible and much more necessary than what either the Republicans or Democrats are proposing. And that is balance the budget and balance it now. And begin building up surpluses and paying off our national debt. I'm Keith Deschler, and I hope you consider me when you vote on November 6th.